Hello everyone and welcome to the Blackboard tutorial. Once you log in to Blackboard, the first page that comes up or that Blackboard defaults to is the announcements page. The announcements page is where I will put anything of importance, possibly grades when they're ready, or any kind of reminders or anything else that I feel that's important that you need to know. I will also send you an email to your CWI email account, an alert letting you know that I've posted in the announcements page. Other information that I would like to talk to you about briefly in regards to the announcements page is that when you're working in the summer, I will for sure be on between 8 and 5 Monday through Friday, occasionally after 5 o'clock, and sometimes on the weekend, but don't always count on me to be on every single weekend. And the reason why is because I have a life too outside of CWI. However, you are my priority, but I do have a family and I would like to spend some time with them in the summer as well. So just be mindful of that. Information on how to contact me can be found underneath the Faculty Information tab. Because it's summer, the best way to get a hold of me is email, and my office hours will be by appointment only. You will find the course syllabus and schedule link, and I would actually, and I did say this in the video tutorial for the schedule, you should print out your course schedule and have that handy when you're doing homework so that you're able to use this as a checklist as you're going through. And actually, let's go through the homework now. You will find all of your homework information under the weekly learning modules. I have mapped out folders for you for the first 7 weeks. Week 8 will open up just by the halfway point, or just before that, maybe week 3. So let me go in to week 1 just to give you a visual. Each week you will see a welcome video and what to expect from me, a checklist of your homework, which coincides exactly what's within your course schedule, and then other homework. So week 1 you're going to have a blog to get to know you. I also have set up subfolders, and in these subfolders, you will see other informational pieces that need to be done. Let me go into research paper. You do have a research paper that you're going to need to complete. And so in week 1, I've walked through some of that with you. You will be choosing your topic in week 1, so be mindful of that. And then there's other information that's here, and you will be referring to this for the first 4 weeks. I'm going to go through one more week because the rest of the weeks are set up the same. So under week 2, again, you've got a welcome video, the checklist for the homework. This gets into Word. So once you go into Word, you are going to see a textbook for your reading. Where do you go for your reading? And then I've given you a cheat sheet, and that's for Word, Excel, PowerPoint access. And then there are PowerPoint slides. You don't have to look at these if you don't want to. These are just extra resources that I've given you. For those that have never used Word, I've given you extra videos, and there will be supplemental videos for all of the 7 weeks that you're working on one of the Microsoft Office programs. Again, these are not required. They're just in there as extra resources. So you're able to see those and to use those. I will tell you that I have done lectures for every single piece of homework except for Word Chapter 1 and PowerPoint Chapter 3. Then again, there's information out there for just about everything that you could possibly think of. I probably have overwhelmed you with too much information. By the way, my videos aren't required. I would, though, look at the welcome videos, and the reason why is I give you tidbits in those, and I also give you tidbits in some of the lecture videos, but you may want to kind of look at those, especially the welcome videos. Everything else, you don't have to. Just make sure that you read your chapters in the MyLab IT, do the simulation, and then do your homework. There is a tab set up called Ask Dr. Barnes a Question tab. Please use this. Do not email me unless it's something personal. I repeat, do not email me unless it's something personal. The reason why is a couple of reasons. One, there's 32 of you. I don't want to have to answer the same question 32 times in my email. I'd rather keep all the emails here, or all the questions here, if you will. And it's also another form of learning. You can help me to answer each other. And sometimes I've had students actually answer their own questions. Then the third reason is I want to keep track of any issues, technical issues that we may have with the Pearson MyLab IT tool that we're going to be using. That way I can gather all the information and send it off to the company and say, hey, this wasn't just a student issue. One student had this question because they couldn't figure out maybe the assignment. There is something actually wrong with the question that needs to be fixed. So again, email me only if it's something personal. Maybe you've fallen behind, or you want to talk about maybe taking an incomplete for the class. I don't know. Just don't email me unless it's a question for the or unless it's something personal. All emails go here are questions about homework. Okay, discussion board. We're going to be using different blogs and discussion boards. The Get to Know Me will be set up this way. So I've given you information on that. There is a research paper, or not the Get to Know Me, but other blogs. So there is a research paper that you're going to be doing right off the bat. You'll choose your topic. That's in Weekly Learning Module Week 1. There's instructions. You'll put your topic here. You'll put your proofreading, your first draft here for to be proofread. And so we'll be using this a couple of times. You also have a couple of blogs that you're going to be doing. You will click on here and find the group that I've assigned you to. So there's a Get to Know Me blog. There's a blog for Excel. Now let's go into the Microsoft Office exam materials. I have put a lot of information here, and you will want to take your time to go through this. How do you sit for those Microsoft Office exams? Well, here's the breakdown of what you need to do. I've also created some informational pieces within the weekly learning modules as well. And don't forget, you can ask me a question anytime during the summer if you get stuck. What's on the exam? Let me click on this. So I have given you the competencies of what has the potential to be on each of the exams that you're going to set for. So there's the Word, and so I'll just kind of scroll through that. I've given you Excel, and some of you may say, hey, I really enjoyed PowerPoint. Could I set for PowerPoint? I don't see why not, so I've put that out there too. That's not required though. You do not have to take PowerPoint. Some students actually ask if they can. So there is a charge of $15.50 if you do want to take the PowerPoint exam. By the way, I've given you 3 free attempts. You've already paid for them up front for Word and Excel. Most students pass Excel right off the bat. Several students, probably about half, it takes them a couple times to pass Excel. If you don't pass Excel on your third attempt and it takes you your fourth attempt, it's $15.50 that you have to pay. And we can discuss that later on. I did put some information on course materials. That's the Writing Center and Tutoring Labs. And then for those that have never taken an online course, there are resources underneath the Blackboard student tutorials. I did not create these movies, but they're quick and easy. So that it kind of talks about when you're submitting assignments, which by the way, you do have assignments that are due to me on Blackboard. So you will see those in those weekly learning modules. And then discussion boards. There's tools. Here's where you're going to find your grades. Okay, and then course evaluation. I will remind you when the course evaluation, when that is due and when that's coming up. So you will want to complete that. In fact, I strongly encourage you that you complete that for all of your courses. That's how we learn to be better instructors, how to improve our courses for the next time around as well. And believe me, your voices are always heard. All right, that's it in a nutshell. I know this is a quick video, but I didn't want to keep it too long. Oh, and when I forgot about this one, when you are ready to do your homework, this is the tab that you're going to be using. You're going to click on here and get registered for the MyLab IT. By the way, before you even register for that, in week one, I have given you information on that. So, how do you register? Here's a code that you're going to do. I've given you written instructions and then walkthrough. This is not my voice, and by the way, it is for 2013, but it's great. So I wanted to go ahead and use it. And then some other videos. Good luck. Let me know if you have questions in the Ask Dr. Barnes a Question tab.